Good morning again.
Good morning.
And what an exciting morning this one happens to be. It is a thrill, and I'm not overusing the word, to be here with all of you as this new school year begins to take hold with so much possibility and so much promise lying ahead. I cannot overstate how fun it has been to see all of you gradually arrive over the past few days and flood the school and this campus with your energy, your enthusiasm, and the countless talents and passions you will share with one another over the course of the year. We are clearly ready to go. I'd like to start by offering an especially warm welcome to all who are beginning at Brooks today. This includes over 100 who are students or new faculty members and bring so much to our school, and it's exciting to be on the verge of knowing all of you well. Everyone here in Ashburn Chapel this morning who is beginning a second year or more was once where you are, and I could not be more confident in our collective commitment to doing all we can to help you find your way. This, I'm sure, will be especially true of the class of 2026, all 97 of them as they begin their final year together on this campus, poised to lead in ways that will have more impact than any other variable on the kind of year we have together. I'm also reminded this morning of the unbelievable privilege we all enjoy to attend this school on this picture-perfect 270-acre campus we are so fortunate to call our own. As we launch this 99th Brooks school year, we appreciate that this exquisite piece of land has not always been ours. Thus, beginning with our land acknowledgement is important. Namely, at Brooks School, we live and learn on land once of the Pennacook people, and we acknowledge their enduring presence. It is my hope and expectation that we too will be terrific stewards of this land, of this campus, and of the many beautiful facilities we move in and out of all year long. When thinking about what I want to share with all of you on the first day of this one and only year we will have together, I find myself a bit overwhelmed. The beginning of school brings so much to the surface, so many hopes and goals about how the time we have between now and early June might move all 365 of you forward in your lives. I'm also mindful of the fact that much, and perhaps all, I share with you will go in one ear and right out the other before you exit and head to your first class. That's okay. There will be no quiz, I promise that. And it underlines two important points I want to make. First, it's okay for you to be wherever you are today. There's a lot to process, a lot that's brand new, and a lot that is surely occupying your mind. Let yourself be where you need to be. And second, it's important that you know we begin this year wanting every one of you to feel and know that you belong here, that you matter here. This is easier said than done, and will require all of us to learn together along the way to appreciate that each of us plays an important part in realizing this goal. And this brings me to what I'd like to focus on for a few minutes. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Dobbins sent me an article titled "The Ecosystem of Mattering," written by an educator working at another school. The author made this point, and I quote, "Belonging is powerful, but mattering goes deeper. It's the difference between being included and being essential," end quote. I love the choice of the word essential at the end of this quote. And think about that for a moment. Being essential, feeling essential. How do we begin this year in ways that move us in a direction that certainly fosters belonging, but perhaps more importantly, ensures that all of us feel we matter, feel that we are part, an essential part of this community? That thought warms my heart. There's a lot that goes into answering this question, of course, yet I'd suggest that deep engagement in school life from all of us is as important as any factor in reaching the sense of belonging and mattering I've touched on. Deep engagement from all of us holds the key to each of us feeling essential. So what does deep engagement look and feel like? I'd offer this somewhat roundabout definition. First and most basic level of engagement is meeting your obligations. You're all scheduled into classes, afternoon programs, chapels, and other all-school gatherings of various kinds. And barring an approved excuse, it is our expectation that you're there. Be where you're expected to be. Be there on time. Be as prepared as you can be when you get there. Pretty straightforward. If we stopped at expecting just this level of engagement and nothing more, however, we'd fall well short of the type of deep engagement I have in mind. Showing up on time to what is required of us is only a start. The sort of engagement I have in mind goes well beyond what is required and has everything to do with contributing to a year where belonging and mattering are felt by all of us. So here's a question to ask of yourself as we all lean in the direction of deep engagement to begin the year. As we all lean in the direction of doing our part to ensure others among us feel essential. How often am I showing up when I'm not required to show up? How often am I choosing to engage when no one's taking attendance? I believe that our collective answer to that question will have much to do with whether we realize and feel deep engagement over the course of the year. Indeed, this will have much to do with whether we realize and feel the sense of belonging and mattering we all deserve to feel. Perhaps these examples will help illuminate what I have in mind. Try to imagine what the fall musical would be like without any of us who are not part of the cast and crew attending. Pretty bleak. Now try to imagine the standing room only crowd we'll have in the theater, with all of us on our feet and cheering for friends and students in ways that give them an incalculable lift. Pretty great. As our fall athletic teams begin to excel, as I know they will, try to imagine what those sidelines and stands would be like if we all chose not to attend. Empty sidelines, no one watching. Grim. Now, imagine all of us there filling the sidelines and supporting teams who will feel that support in ways you can't measure. Amazing. You'll walk up and down Main Street hundreds, perhaps thousands of times over the course of this year. You will pass other members of this community routinely. Do you say hello? Imagine if we never did. Imagine if we always did. Well, a small thing perhaps. I choose the latter and hope you will too. It makes a difference. We'll have a club fair at some point this fall. Lots of you will have fun ideas about gathering fellow students around interests you share. Try to imagine what that fair would be like if no one turned up. Deflating. Now think about the fun we'll have with curious students there by the dozens, exploring what other students love to do and what they love to do. Awesome. There'll be dances through the year. Think about a dance with 7 people there. Not fun. Now think about a dance with 107 people there, even with a number of non-dancers like me. Super fun. Go to a hockey game and cheer for the team. Attend an art show opening in the Robert Lehman Arts Center and be amazed by the talent you will see on display. And if you're not yet convinced, try to imagine a head of school open house. The first one is 1 week from tomorrow, if you're wondering, where it was just me and a bunch of buckets of cookie dough. Yours truly, standing on my porch with a Dixie cup of cookie dough and no one there but me. Sad and miserable. Now, try to imagine hundreds of you coming and going, eating calzones and cookie dough, playing cards, watching TV, and catching up between school weeks when we have some time to catch our breath. Happy and sensational. That's the image I have in mind. Here's the point. When we show up in the unrequired and less or unscripted parts of our life together on this campus, we contribute to deep engagement, and we find deeply meaningful rewards. We find what I like to think of as the gray matter, the marrow, the filling of this experience we are so fortunate to have together. If all we do is stay on the lines, stick to the script, never venture off the beaten and required path, we shortchange ourselves. We miss so much. This community that is wedged into this, the most quintessential of all Brooks School buildings this morning, is amazing. You are amazing, and that's not hyperbole. If we are to come to know all that is amazing about our community, it will be because we choose, again and again, to pursue deep engagement with one another, to know one another, to be known to one another. In these ways, we all foster belonging. We all contribute to mattering, and we all play a critical role in each and every one of us feeling essential. Let us begin this year with this pursuit in mind. It's a good and worthy one, and what a feeling it will be to get there over the months ahead. Here's to a great year. Thanks very much.